We begin with the raging Caldor Fire threatening homes around South Lake Tahoe.
This is what it's like on the fire lines. Crews doing what they can against a wall of flames. A handful of firefighters trying to save this home.
Right now, more than 50,000 people are evacuated, including all 22,000 residents of South Lake Tahoe. A lot of the focus right now is on saving homes in the Christmas Valley neighborhood and in Myers. But new evacuation orders were just made in Nevada in the Kingsbury area.
We have live team coverage on the Caldor Fire. Let's begin with KPIX 5's Katie Nielsen live in South Lake Tahoe. Katie?
Yeah, we're right here on the state line, and you can see the roadblock back behind us. Now, this is actually where they are stopping everyone because the California side of South Lake Tahoe was under a mandatory evacuation order starting yesterday. But the Nevada side on state line where these casinos are, this is an evacuation warning. And the reason why is because they do not plan to give up these casinos.
That's where we live, in this area right here.
Dawn Hind and her husband had to leave their home of more than 30 years in South Lake Tahoe and are now trying to keep up to date with fire information by looking at the board set up in front of Harrah's Casino.
It's very difficult not to be able to see what's going on down there at our home, if it's there, and not having a lot of information come to you, like where's the fire going.
She said it's equally as strange to see her hometown basically deserted. Empty restaurants and hotels that would normally be packed with people during the summer, empty beaches along the shores of Lake Tahoe, and picturesque ski resorts like Heavenly now obscured by smoke so thick it's hard to even make out the mountains. And Heavenly Village also empty except for a curious black bear wandering around near the gondolas.
Not a soul around. It was creepy and sad and scary.
The casinos themselves are still open, but due to the evacuations and closed roads, the slot machines are quiet, table games empty. The hotels themselves are playing a critical role for firefighters and other first responders.
We're keeping these casinos and everything operational because we have a lot of fire assets that are staying here. So this is our core, and this is a protected area.
Katie, we've been talking all day long about what a critical role the weather is playing in this particular fire. What are the conditions like there now? Is there any wind? I see your hair blowing a little bit in the wind there.
Yeah, so Liz, we have been seeing some of these gusty winds picking up throughout the day today. I actually have, this is a Kestrel. This is basically like a handheld weather center, and it has a little wind meter at the top. The peak gusts that we've seen here in South Lake Tahoe, right where we're standing on the state line, right around 15 miles per hour. So not that great here, right at the state line, but if it's blowing 15 miles an hour here, you can only imagine what's going on along ridge tops.
That's right, the higher elevations there. All right, Katie, thank you.
All right, let's go to Chief Meteorologist Paul Hagan tracking those red flag conditions in that area.
Yeah, when we say red flag, we mean the specific combination of gusty winds and low humidity levels. So let's start with the winds. And actually, the forecast model data has a really good handle on the current wind speeds because Katie just reported 15 miles an hour in South Lake Tahoe along state line. The forecast model is indicating 17 miles an hour, so very, very close. You get into the higher elevations, and we have the perimeter of the Caldor Fire outlined here. You can see those 20 to 40 mile an hour gusts. Now, let's wind the clock forward as we head through this evening and tonight. The winds are going to back off a little bit, but at the highest elevations, they're still going to be pretty strong, running in that 25 to 30 mile an hour range into early tomorrow morning. And then the winds pick up as we go through the day tomorrow. More 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts with even stronger gusts possible during the afternoon, 35 to 40 miles an hour. Now, the humidity levels are also very low, below 20% pretty much across the board. And those numbers just aren't going to recover a whole lot as we head through tonight. In fact, they get even lower around South Lake Tahoe and along the state line down to around 10%. So that combination of low humidity and those gusty winds has prompted the red flag warning, which continues through 11 o'clock tomorrow evening, not just around the Caldor Fire, for most of the High Sierra and then into western Nevada. Now, the southwesterly winds fueling the fire, improved air quality across the Bay Area today. We'll talk about that coming up in the full forecast.
All right, Paul, thank you. Let's take a look at how much the fire has progressed since it first erupted more than 2 weeks ago. The green shows the start of the fire, and that dark purple is where it's at now. You can see how quickly it took over the South Lake Tahoe region.
The Caldor Fire now burning approximately 300 square miles. For perspective, nearly 4 times the size of San Francisco. The flames have destroyed nearly 500 homes. They're threatening more than 33,000 structures. And that fire is only 16% contained at this hour. And right now, CAL FIRE holding a community briefing on the Caldor Fire. Let's listen in. All right, CAL FIRE, as I say, is beginning a press conference yesterday. We saw their briefing include the fire departments, the city police department in South Lake Tahoe, talking about the 22,000 people that successfully evacuated. Here's today's update.
Doing a lot of prep along those structures, Camp Sacramento, all those areas. There are literally fire engines from here all the way down into Tahoe. Still doing, there's pockets. I just drove through there. There's a lot of pockets of unburned islands that are burning out, that are still closing in on cabins that are in there. So we're in there actively firefighting and defending the structures that are in there. I did see some damage to structures. The fire burned through there extremely fast, extremely hot, and we did the best that we could, and we're still in there. The head of the fire out here has not made it into Kirkwood yet. Our tactic down here, as you can see, we've got multiple dozer lines, and we're basically just trying to herd this fire, put a dozer line in between all these structures out here and the fire, and we can't control it. It's just we don't have any tools out there to stop the fire, so we result to herding the fire away from structures and away from people, and that's what we're actively doing. As soon as the fire behavior settles down, it's not so critical, then we go in and find those opportunities with tractors and hand line and firing, and we make an offensive attack to stop the fire. Same thing, lots of we're doing structure defense in here, trying to herd the fire away from all these homes and all the infrastructure that's out here. As we move down, this is all out in no man's land. I mean, it's just rough country. The fire wasn't burning too active out here. As people know, it's super rocky, a lot of meadows and stuff like that. So it's out here just doing its thing. Yesterday, the fire got very active in this.
And you were watching a live press conference with CAL FIRE there, sort of describing the fight that these firefighters are facing with this immense fire. They did mention that the fire is not in Kirkwood yet, but what they've been doing is using bulldozers to really herd the fire away from structures and more established areas in that community, but it's tough.
All right, reporter Renee Santos continuing our team coverage on the firefight. She's in Myers. Renee?
Yeah, you just heard from that press conference how critical the firefight is right now, to the point where crews can't stop those flames. So right now they are working to protect properties in that flames path, and conditions are expected to get worse with that red flag warning extended. We were just off of South Upper Truckee Road earlier today, where flames were extremely close to some cabins and homes. We saw crews removing flammable debris from properties. Firefighters are staged up and down that road, ready to protect properties as flames move closer. Take a listen.
And these ember casts can travel sometimes up to a mile ahead of that, the head of the fire. It tells you that there is a risk, and that's why we're evacuating them. This fire can definitely extend.
Right now, we haven't seen a lot of activity in this area. As far as where we're standing, we're directly right beside Highway 50, where Highway 50 and Highway 89 do meet. We do know that up on Upper Truckee Road, there was a home there that we saw. The homeowner was using a sprinkler system, hoping to keep their property safe. But right now, we do know that crews are actively working to prevent that fire from spreading and burning nearby properties. Again, that firework is happening just less than a mile in that direction. Back to you guys.
All right, Renee, you can just see how dark brown that air quality is.
She's wearing the proper respirator.
Yeah.
All right, Renee, thank you.
I'm Ken Bassita with more on the tools that crews are using tonight to try to fight the Caldor Fire. Up at Kirkwood, they have been using the chairlift, believe it or not, to transport firefighters into the hard-to-get areas on the mountain. Also, firefighting aircraft have played a key role, as you know, and Sacramento's McClellan Field has been turned into a huge refueling and air operations center. They are taking off and landing one after another. After getting loaded with retardant, those C-130s right there can drop 3,000 gallons over the fire lines in one single load.
We get really, really low. Our target altitude is 150 to 200 feet above the ground, keeping in mind that the trees sometimes can be 80+ feet tall.
Talk about guts, right? About 24 military and civilian firefighting aircraft are using McClellan as home base right now. Governor Newsom said this afternoon the Caldor Fire is the top priority right now.
It's our #1 priority. We're putting everything we've got on it. I was up there at the fire a couple days ago, and you saw clockwork. Dozens of helicopters coming in and pulling water out of the reservoirs.
And the governor also praised the Biden administration for quickly signing off on disaster assistance. Back to you, Alan.
All right, Ken, thanks. We'll have continuing live coverage from the Caldor Fire on air on KPIX.com and all our social media platforms. Live video reports from Tahoe, up-to-date evacuation maps, and raw video coming in showing the most intense firefight.